Light percussion in the air, soft bass moving without care, electric tones and amber glow. Let it slow, warm mid-tone, east and clear, tension disappears, screens grow dim, the weight runs thin, day wears thin. Task complete in quiet rows, even flow, subtle lift inside my chest, earned rest, not a rush, not a race, just steady pace. Breath settling into calm, open palm, shoulders drop, the edge dissolves, everything resolves, gentle upward melody sets me free. Soft fade forward, feel it rise, light and tired eyes, gentle lift through steady tone, eases grown, bass groove rolling slow and wide, tide by tide, subtle relief in every line, day aligns, golden light along the wall, shadows fall, conversations losing speed, less I need, muted echoes in the hall, after all, energy no longer tight, feels right, smooth phrase and softened sound, feet on ground, nothing urgent left to chase, leave the space, quiet pulse beneath the air, nothing to repair, small release in every breath, no regret, soft fade forward, feel it rise, light and tired eyes, gentle lift through steady tone, eases grown, bass groove rolling slow and wide, tide by tide, subtle relief in every line, day aligns. Files close, the rhythm slows, even flows, warm projection, calm and low, let it go, mind unwinds from sharper edge, past the ledge, mid-range melody lives light into night, not dramatic, not extreme, just a scene, where the working hours release into peace. Light percussion fades to air, nothing there, electric shimmer, soft and thin, settling in, breath and groove in quiet blend, daytime ends, upward and without demand, unplanned, soft fade forward, final glide, calm inside, gentle arc that slowly clears, lingering years, bass and pulse and steady sway, close the day, warm mid-tone and soften light, ease tonight, subtle lift and quiet tone, fully known, relief resting in the sound, peace is found.
Bright key shimmer, soft and slow, mellow beat begins to glow, letter strings in open air, light everywhere, warm, bright tone, easy and clear, edges disappear, golden light along the street, restless feet, sky dissolves to amber hue, shifts the view, day loosens its steady hold, turns to gold, air moves slow across the glass, moments pass, something forming in the soft spark in my heart, flowing contour, lifted tone, lightly grown. Vivid strings and melody pulse beneath my feet, anticipation warm and slow, let it show. Shadows stretch across the floor, wanting more. City humming, distant waves, quiet saves. Nothing urgent left to say, drifts away. Even air feels newly bright, touched by light. Ever sustain, gentle glide, open wide. Relax, words fall into place, calm embrace. Skyline turning pale to fire, rising higher. Soft projection, steady climb, mark the time. Gold on the window, feel it start. Soft spark in my heart, flowing contour, lifted tone, lightly grown. Hear the strings and melody pulse beneath my feet, anticipation warm and slow, let it show. Bright horizon, quiet thrill, standing still. Every color deep and warm, newborn form. Not a rush and not a race, just a trace of what evening might become when it comes. Voice suspended in the glow, moving slow. Mid-range rise without demand, unplanned. Keys and rhythm fade and sway. End of day, air turns softer, almost sweet, incomplete. Breath and light in gentle blend, bend and bend. Something waiting just ahead, unsaid. Gold on the window, last bright line, softly mine. Flowing melody, lifting clear, drawing near. There is strings in amber air, nothing rare. Anticipation shining through something new. Heavy tone and rising hue shifts the view. Warm and bright but calm and slow, let it glow.
Soft pad breathing under light, groove rhythm easing tight, keys tracing one last line, closing. Calm, confident tone held low, let it go. Screen reflection slowly fade. Plans are laid, cursor blinks then disappears. Nothing urgent here, balance rise inside my chest. Earn rest, chair slide back across the floor. No more, even air begins to shift. Small lift, breath controlled, shoulders free. Steady release in me. Melody begins to fall after all. Powering down, feel the glide calm inside. Balance rising, soft resolve. Dissolve, groove rhythm under steady tone. Day is done, evening waiting at the door, wanting more. Notes reviewed and windows closed. Path composed, footsteps echo down the hall. Light and small, conversations fade to hum. Nearly done, outside colors start to bend, edges blend. Steady delivery, clear and wide, nothing to hide. Confidence without a push, quiet hush. Final breath before I stand unplanned, with lighted line lips once more toward the door. Powering down, feel the glide come inside. Balance rising, soft resolve. Dissolve, groove rhythm under steady tone. Day is done, evening waiting at the door. Wanting more. Top lid with softened click, subtle shift. Light grows warmer through the glass, shadows pass. Mind unwinds from sharper pace, leaves the space. No abrupt or sudden end, just a bend. Mid-range rise, then gentle fall. Through it all, controlled breath and steady sound. Homeward bound. Soft pad swelling low and warm, changing form. Groove still moving under feet, calm heartbeat. Nothing loud and nothing rushed. Daytime hushed, balance phrasing smooth and clear. Night draws near. Powering down, final glide, step outside. Balance contour, soft release into peace. Groove rhythm fading slow, afterglow. Calm, confident tone remains, loose chains. Evening settling in the air, no more care. Rise and resolve, quiet and true, carry through. Yeah.
Gentle mid-tone, easy glide. Step outside, off the sail, replaced by breeze, simple ease. Streetlights flicker, not yet strong. Tag along, light bouncing in every phrase, loosen days. Shoulders lighter than before, out the door. Warm, sustained beneath the sky, breathing high. Footsteps sinking with the beat, city heat. Melody begins to rise, open skies. Open air again, I'm free, just me. Light up, we're lifting every sound. Feet on ground, bass groove steady, soft but clear. Now I'm here, clean tone floating through the street. Bittersweet. Windows catch and fade in gold, loose and bold. Cars drift past in quiet lines, neon signs. Nothing urgent, pulling tight, feels right. Energy no longer pressed, released from stress. Subtle rhythm under stride, amplified, warm, sustaining, easy flow. Let it go. Breath expanding, calm and wide, no need to hide. Evening opening its door, something more. Open air again, I'm free, just me. Light up, we're lifting every sound. Feet on ground, bass groove steady, soft but clear. Now I'm here, clean tone floating through the street. Bittersweet. into rose. City slows, every step a quiet claim. No more frame. Mid-range melody rebounds, gentle rounds. Freedom simple, not extreme, like a dream. Warm articulation stays, end of phase, like bounce in the final line. Day resigns. Electric shimmer fades to blue, cooler hue, cushion thinning into air, nothing there. Bass groove breathing slow and low, afterglow, voice suspended, calm and clear. Evening near. Open air again, I'm free, just me. Light upward arc, relaxed and bright. Soft twilight, bass and rhythm in my stride. Side by side, warm sustain and steady tone. Fully grown, gentle bounce and lifted sound. Freedom found, clean and simple, calm and true. Carry through.
Beat under warm light, and the strings soft and tight. Bright tones tracing calm design, closing line. Warm steady tone, even flow. Day moves slow, checklist resting in my hand. As planned, nothing loud, nothing grand, just stand. Reviewing lines now settle clean, what they mean. Subtle lift inside my chest, earned rest. Relax, words fall into place. Measured pace, breathe easy without a rush. Even hush, melody begins to rise in my eyes. More complete, feel the climb. On one time, moderate, lift with steady sound. Safe and sound. Strings and mellow beat, calm and sweet. Quiet satisfaction stays, soften days. Golden light along the wall, shadows tall. Work one sharp now, fading thin. Let it in. Energy no longer tight, feels right. Confidence without display. Ends the day. Every effort logged and closed, path composed. Subtle emphasis in tone, fully grown. Nothing left to rearrange. Small change, breathe the line with easy glide. Open wide. More complete, feel the climb. On one time, moderate, lift or steady sound. Safe and sound. The strings and mellow beat, calm and sweet. Quiet satisfaction stays, soften days. Review beneath the glow, let it go. No dramatic curtain call. After all, just a steady upward arc, leaving mark. Warm articulation clear, ending here. Evening waits beyond the door, nothing more. Balanced tone and loosened frame, close the game. Bright tones fading in no care. Mellow rhythm slowing down through the town. Voice suspended, calm and low. Afterglow, satisfaction soft and true, carried through. Mark complete, final rise, peaceful eyes, moderate contour, soft resolve, dissolve. Fluted strings in steady tone, on my own. Quiet satisfaction found, safe and sound. Warm, steady voice, calm relief into peace. Light emphasis, slow and deep. They can sleep.
Soft and breathing, low and wide bass, groove moving like a tide, key shimmering a fading blaze, city haze. Soft luminous tone, drifting slow, windows glow, buildings dressed in molten light, burnished pride. Hair turns honey on my skin, let it in. Even traffic seems to fade, edges blur and sway. Smooth line tracing through the sky, color side, warm reflection on the street, bittersweet. Breath suspended in the glow, moving slow. Melody begins to lean toward unseen. Amber glass and golden air, everywhere flowing line that softly climbs through the time. Space grooves steady under light, holding tight, golden hour warmth inside, open wide. Shadows stretching copper hue, something new. Balconies and distant cranes lit like flames. Nothing urgent in the sound all around. Even noise feels wrapped in silk, smooth as milk. Ever phrasing light and clear, drawing near. Warm sustain across the frame without a name. Sky dissolving into rose, softly slows, contour lifting, then it bends, never ends. Amber glass and golden air, everywhere flowing line that softly climbs through the time. Space grooves steady under light, holding tight, golden hour warmth inside, open wide. Clouds brush thin in quiet streaks, light that speaks, walls reflecting quiet fire, low desire. Mid-range melody unfolds, liquid gold. No sharp edges left to hold, day grows old. Soft, luminous voice remains, loose refrains. Even breath feels feather light into night. Synth waves shimmer, barely there, cooling air. Bassline drifting slow and deep, half asleep. Keys dissolving, fading hue, dusky blue. Air tones in gentle sway, end of day. Amber glass and golden air, everywhere flowing arc that rises clean, softly seen. Bass groove circling below, afterglow, golden hour warmth that stays through the haze, luminous and calm and slow. Let it flow,
subtle rhythm in the air, ambient tones everywhere, electric glow fades behind, clear my mind. Relax mid-low, quiet sound, feet on ground, glass door sliding, city breeze, cooler breeze. Lights above the hallway, dim edges slim, day dissolves in amber air, nothing there. Soft disdain along the street, unhurried feet, shoulders drop from earlier strain, loose again. One last look behind the glass, moments pass, melody begins to fall. After all, door to evening, gentle fall, leave it all, descend in line and steady flow, moving slow, subtle rhythm, undertone. Day is done, calm release inside the air, everywhere. Footsteps echo down the stairs, open squares, traffic murmurs, soft and low, even glow. Ambient waves drift and spread overhead, nothing urgent, pulling tight, soft twilight. Voice close to the fading light, low and slight, breath settling into space, leaving pace. Sky dissolves to copper gray, end of day, contour drifting downward now. Take a bow, door to evening, gentle fall, leave it all, descend in line in steady flow, moving slow, subtle rhythm, undertone. Day is done, calm release inside the air, everywhere. Building glass reflects the sky passing by, quiet glow along the lane, no more strain. Ambient layer thin and wide, city tide, warm sustaining lower tone, fully known. No applause, no final call, just a small shift from motion into rest, quiet chest. Soft waves under distant lights, urban lights, rhythm fading into breeze, simple ease. Voice held close, calm and slow, afterglow, descending phrase melts away, end of day. Door to evening, final glide, step outside, gentle fall through quiet tone, on my own, subtle rhythm fading thin, settling in, calm release in every breath, nothing left. The warm voice and steady flow, let it go. Evening open in the way, end the day.
Mellow beat starts to sway, bass groove leading the way, bright key shimmer in the air, evening there, begins to rise in my eyes. City lights calling my name, play the game, upper lifting every sound. All around, bass groove rolling through the air. Take me there, light excitement in the tone. Not alone. Windows shining amber gold, stories told. Sidewalk echo, soft and wide, evening tide. Little laughter drifting near, crystal clear. Nothing heavy in my chest, just the rest. Crisp articulation, bright, feels right. Warm, sustain across the line. Perfect time, skyline turning deeper blue. Something new, melody climbing once again toward my friend. City lights calling my name, play the game, upper lifting every sound. All around, around, bay groove, roll around. City lights calling my name, play the game, upper lifting every sound. All around, bass groove rolling through the air. Take me there, light excitement in the tone. Not alone. Corner cafe glowing warm, evening form. Voices rising through the door, wanting more. Energy begins to bloom in the room. Mid-range melody floats high through the sky. Clear, warm voice and lifted line. Feeling fine, every step a brighter hue coming through. Bright key shimmer, soft and sweet on repeat. Bass groove steady in the night, silver light. Chris phrases dancing free, wild with glee. Excitement rising in the air everywhere. City lights calling my name, play the game, upward melody shining clear, drawing near. Bass groove steady in my stride, side by side, friends and laughter in the tone. Coming home, light excitement, warm and bright through the night. Clear, sustained and lifted sound, joy is found.
Soft groove moving through the street. City wheels beneath the beat. Dirty strings trace fading light. End of light. Warm mid-tone, steady flow. Windows glow. Buildings drifting slowly past. Day at last, traffic humming even waves. Quiet safe, sun dissolving through the glass. Shadows pass, nothing urgent in the air. Nowhere to compare, calm phrasing low and clear. Even here, skyline fading into flame. Soft and tame, melody begins to bend. Toward the end, rolling through gold, slow and wide, even tide, mid-range flow and steady tone on my own. Soft groove under quiet skies, daytime dies, balance closure in the air everywhere. Streetlights waking one by one, day undone, passing bridges washed in glow. Moving slow, set the strings beneath the ride. City tight, every breath a softer pace. Leaving space, calm articulation stays. End of phase, nothing pushing boat slow and wide, even tide, mid-range flow in steady tone on my own. Soft groove under quiet skies, daytime dies, balance closure in the air everywhere. Horizon melting into gray, end of day, traffic murmurs far below. Gentle flow, warm sustain along the line. Day resides, even breath and steady frame. No more aim, nothing left to rearrange. Only change, ride continues through the light. Into night, soft groove fading in the lane. Loose refrain, set its strings drift far and thin. Settling in, warm mid voice against the air. Light and fair, even melody resolves. Slowly dissolves, rolling through gold. Final glide, calm inside, mid-range contour. Smooth and clear, night draws near. Soft groove breathing undertone, all alone. Balance closure in the sound, peace is found. Warm and steady, slow and true. Carry through, even flow and soften light. Home tonight. Home tonight.
Soft bass moving everywhere, electric tones glow warm and slow, ready to go. Gentle bright tone, easy start, open heart. Workday fading from the mind left behind. Golden light along the street, moving feet. Air feels wider than before, something more. Smooth delivery, calm and clear, drawing near. Moderate lift inside the line, evening sign. Breath expanding in the glow, moving slow. Melody begins to rise in my eyes. After the hours, feel the lift, small shift. Moderate climb through warm sound all around. Soft bass under glowing tone. Day has flown, anticipation in the air, everywhere. Office echoes fade away, end of day. Window shining amber light, early night. Subtle rhythm under stride, city tide. Energy begins to bloom, leaving the room. Light accents within the phrase, gentle rays. Voice suspended in the sky, floating high. Skyline soft and orange hue, something new. Melody bends and returns, quiet turns. After the hours, feel the lift, small shift. Moderate climb through warm sound all around. Soft bass under glowing tone. Day has flown, anticipation in the air, everywhere. Messages begin to ring, plans take wing. Laughter waiting down the road, light or low. Warm resolution in the tone, all my own. Every step a brighter hue coming through. Smooth phrasing and gentle sway, end of day. Even breath begins to slow, let it glow. Electric shimmer through the dust, city husk. Soft percussion fades and sways through the haze. Voice and rhythm intertwine, easy line. Evening opening the door, something more. After the hour's final rise, shifting skies, moderate lift through glowing air. Take me there, soft bass rolling under stride. Open wide, anticipation softly shown. Evening grown, gentle bright tone, warm and clear. Night draws near, smooth and steady melody, set me free.
Mellow groove begins to sway, fretted strings at end of day. Electric tones glow soft and wide, closing in stride. Warm mid tone, easy and low, let it flow. Cursor blinking, quiet sign, final line. Folders resting on the screen, neat and clean. Sunlight leaning through the glass, moments pass. Shoulders lighter than before, near the door. Smooth sustain across the air, nothing to repair. Breath slowing with the glow, soft and slow. Melody begins to rise in my eyes. One last save before I go. Afterglow, soft upward phrases drifting clear, ending here. Strings in steady line, even time. Office quiet, lights grow thin, cooling skin. Windows hold a fading hue, copper blue. Nothing urgent in the frame, no more aim. Calm articulation stays, closing phase. Warm sustain in lower tone, almost home. Dissolving into gray, end of day. Melody bends soft and slow, let it go. One last save before I go. Afterglow, soft upward phrases drifting clear, ending here. Mellow groove beneath the tone. Day has flown, gentle relief in every sound all around. Final click and quiet pause, no applause, just a shift in breathing space, gentle grace. Warm reflection on the wall, night will call. Every task now laid to rest, quiet chest. Subtle lift within the line, closing sign. Voice suspended, soft and low, ready to go. Electric shimmer fading thin, settling in. Gilded strings drift slow and wide, even tide. Breath and intertwine, a loose design, calm release and softened air everywhere. One last save before I go, even glow, a soft upward arc and steady tone, fully known. Mellow groove along the way, close the day, gentle relief within the sound, peace is found. Voice and fading light, night inside, smooth sustain and quiet flow. Time to go. Soft percussion in the air, bass groove drifting somewhere, bright tones glow across the sky, colors fly. Warm mid-tone, easy and slow, afterglow, standing still beside the frame, no more aim. Buildings catch the falling light, burning bright, sky unfolding, copper lines, quiet signs. Breath relax, the day unwinds, loosen minds, balanced melody inside, open wide. Clouds dissolve in fading fire, climbing higher, melody begins to bend toward the end. Window horizon calm and wide, changing tide, mid-range flowing steady tone, all my own. Soft bass rolling through the air, everywhere, light freedom in the glow, let it show. Traffic murmurs far below, gentle flow, shadows stretch across the lane, loose refrain. Nothing urgent left to chase, slower pace, even breath begins to rise through the skies. Warm sustain across the line, even time, relaxed voice and drifting hue, clear and true. Evening opening its doors, something more, contour lifting soft and slow, let it go. Window horizon calm and wide, changing tide, mid-range flowing steady tone, all my own. Soft bass rolling through the air, everywhere, light freedom in the glow, let it show. Glass reflects the amber sky, passing by, quiet shimmer on the street, bittersweet. Balance flow within the sound, safe and sound, every color breathing low, afterglow. Warm mid-voice begins to fall through it all, freedom resting in the air, lingering there. Subtle rhythm fades and sways through the haze, bright tones soften into blue evening hue. Breath and melody aligned, slow decline, gentle calm without demand, unplanned. Window, horizon, final glide, calm inside, mid-range contour, soft and clear, night draws near. Soft bass moving slow and low, afterglow, light freedom in every line, day resigns. Warm and steady voice remains, loose chains, balance, flow and quiet light, fade tonight. Yeah. La da la da, na 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 light groove moving slow and wide, even tide. Soft synth colors in the air, fading glare. Warm mid voice begins to glide, quiet pride. Folders resting in a line, closing time. Screens grow dim across the room, silver gloom. Chair stands still beside the floor, nothing more. Smooth phrasing in an easy tone, day has flown. Shoulders easing as I stand, looser hands. Breath expanding, soft and slow, afterglow. Day begins to rise in the skies, closing the desk, calm and clear, almost here, gentle rise within the sound, day unwound. Light groove rolling undertone, heading home. Quiet satisfaction stays through the haze. Bag now resting on the chair, empty air. Notes and pages put away, end of day. Windows catching fading light, copper bright. Hallways drifting into gray, far away. Soft emphasis in the line, even time. Warm sustain within the flow, let it go. Sky dissolving into gold, day grows old. Melody bends slow and wide, even tight. Closing the desk, calm and clear, almost here, gentle rise within the sound, day unwound. Light groove rolling undertone, heading home. Quiet satisfaction stays through the haze. Steps now echo through the hall, night will call. Doors reflecting amber glow, moving slow. Nothing heavy in the mind, left behind. Every breath begins to ease, simple breeze. Voice suspended faded, soft and low, steady flow, smooth resolve inside the line, ending sign. Sin colors drift and fade, cool and shade, groove and breath begin to slow, lower glow. Day dissolving into blue, something new. Rhythm soft without demand, unplanned. Closing the desk, final glide, calm inside, gentle rise, then quiet fall through it all. Light groove moving through the air, everywhere. Quiet satisfaction grows as it flows. More mid-voice and fading, light day to night, smooth resolve inside the tone. Going home, home, home. Ada, 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 oda, ada, 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 da. City streets drifting wide, bass moving like a tide, footsteps stepping through the glow, ready to go. Warm air brushing through the street, moving feet, shadows stretching long and thin, evening in. Glass reflections catching fire, rising higher, people flowing down the lane. Loose refrain, steady voice in easy tone. Day has flown, melody begins to lean toward the scene. Sky dissolving, copper red overhead, something waiting down the line. Perfect sign. Streets turning cold as I go, steady flow forward, melody in stride, changing tide, bass rolling under the sound, city bound, evening opening the door, something more. Station lights begin to glow, soft and low, voices drifting through the air, everywhere. Windows catching fading rays, amber haze, crowds moving like a wave, loose and brave. Low tension in every line, even time, steps in rhythm intertwine. Clean design, breath expanding in the glow, soft and slow, melody begins to rise through the sky. Streets turning gold as I go, steady flow forward, melody in stride, changing tide, bass rolling under the sound, city bound, evening opening the door, something more. Flickers down the road, color code, engines humming far away. End of day, freedom hiding in the breeze, gentle ease, every step a softer weight, growing late. Warm mid-voice across the line, even sign, forward motion in the tone, heading home. City breathing slow and wide, even tide, lights awakening one by one. Day is done, melody begins to climb through the time, quiet thrill inside the air, waiting there. Streets turning cold as I go, steady flow forward melody through the night. City light, bass rolling under my stride. Open wide, even opening the door. Something more. Warm mid voice and moving feet, love the beat. Every corner softly glows as it flows.